That's why nobody's ever been able to find the Institute, because the only way in is by teleportation. You can look all you fucking want, you're never gonna find it.
Only your son will show you the way.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much what happens.
Okay.
You get approached by, I think it's XR66, which is like a tier 3. So, you know, you can't even tell he's a synth, except for the fact that he tells you he's a synth. And he's like, yo, like, we want you to, you know, come meet your father, you know, or this guy that we call father, you know, he's the one who leads the Institute, and you're just like, why would I even want to do that? And they're like, well, you know, we heard you've been looking for your son, and, you know, we think this might give you, like, some insight into that, and then you go talk to him, and he's like, I am your son.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're just like, what? And then he hits you with a, by the way, I have an incurable disease. I'm going to die in like a couple weeks.
You know, I'm actually curious how, and feel free to go into detail if you want, James, but how does our character react? Or I guess how does the mother react to, like, once she realizes it's Sean? She, like, does she bawl her eyes out?
Well, they give you the 3 different options. There's anger, there's joy, and then there's like it's anger, joy, and I think elation.
Elation.
Yeah, like ecstatic, like you start crying, you're so happy.
Oh, okay, so it's completely separate kind of from sad, or I guess that other one you mentioned?
Anger.
Oh, anger.
Yeah, there's no sad one. It's just anger, elation, and or ecstaticness and happiness.
Okay.
Yeah, one she's like so happy she almost starts crying. The other one she's like, I never thought I'd find you. I'm so happy. And then the other one she's like, it's been you toying with me this whole fucking time.
Wow.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you and you've just been sitting here watching me?
Damn. And
Yeah.
That's funny. Even the son knows.
Oh yeah,
Sean?
yeah. They've been watching her the entire time. They knew who she was. They've been leading you to do things that you didn't even know that you were doing for them the whole time. Because they're that fucking smart, you know. It's like all people who are geniuses.
Wow. So the general story is basically like you're
You're a puppet and you don't know it.
So, like it's like the, you know, the Jim Carrey movie. You saw,
Yeah.
remember that?
Yeah.
The Truman Show, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you're a puppet and you don't even know it.
Damn.
That's pretty much how it goes. Until you get to the Institute, and then you get to start making the decisions.
Right. So at the end of it, did you like? Well, first of all, I assume you saw the outcomes for all the roads. Or routes?
I've watched them all online.
Okay.
I've
So
watched
would you
every
say, like,
possible outcome.
would you say it's like, were you happy with them, or were you disappointed with the story?
I was thoroughly satisfied with the Institute ending. Every other ending pretty much ends with you blowing up the Institute. That's pretty much it.
Wow, that's a lot of variation there, but that's
Yeah, exactly. If you sided with the Railroad, you blow up the Institute. If you side with the Brotherhood, you blow up the Institute. If you side with, like, purely with the Minutemen, you blow up the Institute. And granted, like, if you side with any of these other groups, you also kill other groups as well. Like, if you side with the the Railroad, you have to kill the Institute and the Brotherhood.
right.
But every one of them kills the Institute.
It's a shame because, like, you know, I think that's the one thing I heard anyways, and I kind of hoped it wasn't true, but, like, you know, past Bethesda games,
Yeah.
like you know, they actually had, you know, outcomes like that actually mattered.
Yeah, like, you could totally change, like, Fallout 2, like, you could, like, completely ruin the game if you wanted to. You could, like, make it to where you could kill people, and then, like, the game would just end and be like, your journey ends here, you've killed the wrong people. Like,
Oh, wow.
you could just murder anybody you fucking want.
Here you can.
And then they made it to where, you know, certain NPCs are unkillable and shit.
Yeah, I you know what, I heard about Fallout 4. I heard like I heard it from, I think, like from like a tryhard, like not a tryhard, but like, you know, like a huge Fallout fan like yourself, James, and he said that it took, like, I don't know, it took him. I don't know what the right word is to say, but god damn.
But goddamn.
Ah.
Goddamn.
God damn it.
But yeah, that I was kind of disappointed with the game. I think it could have been a lot better. But I at least liked the Institute ending. I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
It was very, very, like, the Institute ending at least was done very, very well.
Right.
Because, like, there's just so much story that, like, culminates at the end there.
Oh yeah, I think I remember now, James. The guy, I think he basically says like, basically, for him, surprisingly, it was a huge disappointment because I think he has like a few points. He had 3. He says he predicted the twist in the story before he even got out of the vault. And
Oh, well, yeah.
secondly, he said that there was no investment in Sean or the other mother or father, whoever you picked, right?
Yeah.
Like there was no emotional attachment.
Not particularly. They try to force it on you with the recording after you get out of the vault that what's his name gives to you.
That
the handy.
That tape with your son when he was a baby still, right, Sean?
No,
That one or
the tape from your husband that what's his face gives you, the little robot guy.
Oh, Cosworth?
Yeah, Cosworth gives you that tape that's like the
Yeah,
recording from your husband.
I listened to that. Yeah.
Yeah, they like try to force that.
I didn't feel anything.
Yeah, I mean most people didn't. They failed really hard at making you care.
And then he also mentions here, aside from no emotional attachment, the pre-war section needed more.
Yeah, there was nothing in the pre-war section, but that's not what the game is about. I've argued that with so many people before. The game is not called. It's not called Before Fallout. It's called Fallout.
I mean, sure you can say before the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not called Before Fallout. It's called Fallout. The game is supposed to be about a post-apocalyptic world, not the world before it.
No. You know what they should make? Just like a standalone title, just be like Before Fallout.
Yeah, Before
and it's just
Fallout.
A 5 minutes introduction of getting into the vault. That's it.
Just over and over again. You just get to play it repeatedly.
That's it. Yeah. Just take your character, you have the conversation, and casually, and then run, and then that's it. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, and then his last point, I guess. The main story is a clusterfuck. Each faction's quest clumsily skirt around the others.
Yeah.
Always keeping you in the dark regarding their real motivations, their plans for the Commonwealth until the very end.
That's true.
Even in the cutscene, it doesn't give you anything regarding the consequences of the faction you chose.
True.
I don't get that. Even in the cutscene.
At the very end of the game.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Well, you know how it always does, like, the Lone Wanderer, like, chose to side with, like, the Rio Grande, thus helping, like, boost trades, like, and all that. Like, it doesn't, no matter what faction you pick, it doesn't have any change on that.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's what he means by, like, it doesn't give you any, like, anything regarding consequences.
Yeah, no.
Depending on what you chose.
Yeah,
Unless
no,
you
there's
chose
nothing.
Institute.
And it's
I still don't know
retarded.
what I still don't know what the Institute and Railroad's endgame was with the synths.
That's true, they never do tell you what the end game is. They're just like, we're just gonna stay down here and, you know, keep making technology better until we can rebuild the surface. Well, how long is that gonna take?
It's just like a cliffhanger.
Yeah, well, because it's supposed to be for the next game.
Yeah, I guess so. Fallout 5, oh man.
I'm getting it, just out of sheer principle.
Of course.
I've
Knowing
played
you,
every
James,
other
you
one.
get every Fallout.
Oh yeah, I've played every other one.
Fallout. Oh, but did you know
I played
that
Fallout
there are-
1 like a couple months ago.
Damn, dude. Go way back.
Yeah, bruh. Love me some
Nice.
Fallout.
Do you think 4 was the worst out of like the 4 games though, James?
Yeah,
Because like a lot
definitely.
of people feel like it was Bethesda that when they got licenseship over it, right?
Yeah, it was definitely the number
The
4.
weakest?
Yeah, 4 was by far the worst.
Mm.
But I mean, I'm one of the people that thinks that Obsidian and Black Isle did it best.
That's right, way back.
Yeah, like Fallout 1 and 2.
Right.
They did it best in
Oh,
my opinion.
yeah. By the way, I wanted to just give you a heads up. Apparently, and I think I found this out like maybe a few days ago. Maybe you know it already, but there's some rumors going about, some solid rumors going about that FO5 is already in development.
Yeah, actually I already heard that.
Okay, cool.
From what I hear, that's apparently the case.
I'm surprised. I figured that they would like Bethesda would switch it up and go back to Elder Scrolls.
Oh, they got 2 different teams.
Oh, two. Oh, okay, cool.
I'd say if you think there's not just a dedicated team for each one of those, like, you're crazy, because that's their 2 biggest money makers.
Yeah, definitely.
The Elder Scrolls series and Fallout are now their 2 biggest money makers. By far.
Oh, man. Elder Scrolls has come a long way for them.
God, so many Kedril nights. Fucking dirt nights.
Not the light.
Look at all these fuckers. Jeez. Gonna die of starvation.
Oh man, I just kind of wish that this would hurry up in a way with their DLC, like and updates to the game, to the base version of Fallout 4. Because once that happens, then the modders can just go crazy.
Actually, the mod community is probably gonna die off for Fallout 4.
Yeah, it seems like unfortunately.
They're
They have,
imposing
like,
a lot of
their first
restrictions.
yeah, there was only like there was really like basic vanilla mods, right? Like maybe a recolor.
Yeah.
But now, like after coming back, like just now, there's definitely a lot more. It's a lot more people have become interested, I think. But as you said, though, it's just the weakest of the main series.
Well, Bethesda's not offering any protection for licensing. So, like, if somebody puts a mod up, yes, like if somebody puts a mod up on their network, and then somebody else steals that mod and puts their name on it and then reposts it, Bethesda won't do anything about it.
But you know what? I think that's well. To be honest, I'd say Nexus Mods is already a good sort of place to begin with because there's a lot of like people here that already acknowledge a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
That like you know, I guess well-known modders. So like you can't really say like, oh yeah, this is my work.
Well, I mean, but technically, you know, it is because if one person makes it, one person makes it. I don't know. I'm on the modder side, really. Like, I think you should have artistic licensing over the mods that you create. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't.
It's just insane how much how modding is still going in Skyrim too. And then Fallout 4 can just kind of barely, in a way, pick up.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Damn, dude, just like seeing the number of downloads right now, like 20 million. Like Skyrim HD 2K 4K textures. Oh, almost 20 million.
Yeah, that shit gets up there, dude. People love that shit.
Yeah. I assume you modded the shit out of Skyrim too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had like a good 500 mods installed. That's nothing. Justin had over 1,000.
Justin? Oh my god.
Yeah, he had over 1,000 installed.
Damn. Must have been like every little detail in the game, like every rock, every...
Yeah, well, he installed a bunch of, like redetailing and stuff like that to make characters, like, body models change and stuff like that, and, you know, like, deep retexturing and stuff like that. I don't care what the game looks like, I just care how it plays. So, I had, like, 500, like, game-changing mods, not, like, texture-changing mods.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, like, to be honest, only, like, maybe, like, I only use, like, maybe 1 or 2, or maybe not, like, 1, but, like, at least 2, you know, just to add, like, a little bit more texture, but that's it.
I mean, yeah, I'll get, like, I'll get an overhaul pack that, like, does every texture in the game, but he'd go download, like,